We're going to talk today about energy cleansing for spiritual growth. And that excretion is about clearing stuff. Hi, it's Linda here from this Heartisan Channel and from neutralizingwithlove.com. How are you today? You know, excretion's a word that's not quite acceptable. And it's funny for me because in a world where so much is acceptable, I just find that strange. Anyway, to me, excretion is really more about clearing. That's how I feel. Anytime I've intentionally cleared something on my timeline, I also request that my body take away any memory of it and track it out through my elimination process. It's just how I work. It's so simple. It doesn't hurt me at all. In other cleansing, the kidney does a huge job for us, as far back as the Old Testament, if anyone ever reads it. There were writings about how kidneys were associated with the most inner stirrings of emotional life. But they're also viewed as the seat of secret thoughts. And this makes me smile, as I often find the meditation involved inside that smallest room of the house is the one which brings me many pieces of guidance. And this is also along with your shower. Like, you can go into the shower and use it as a cleansing tool. You can easily just imagine the clearing as the water tumbles. Imagine your cells giving off everything that they don't need and the water tumbling it through and down into the drain. It's simple. You can also allow for those to be replaced with loving energy if you feel like you need that intentional replacement. So the second chakra, which is the sacral chakra, that's the one associated with our kidneys, and it represents the source of our creativity and our sexuality. So clearing the way for creativity, it just sounds like an awesome thing. I personally wouldn't want to be like stifled by the fact that I'd allowed too much baggage to hold me down. It's just not what moves me in this world. Oh, that was a pun, wasn't it? Terrible. Anyway, but I spent a bit of time online investigating the word excretion, and it took me down a huge rabbit hole with such awareness. It was funny. So to save this from being a really long video, I just promote that you type excretion spiritually or excretion spirituality, whichever you prefer, into your own search engine. That'll get you past the science part and a bit further over into the psyche part or the spiritual part, and just cruise through some of the writings. I found this funniest one, which was called Toilet Psychology, and it just made me laugh at what it had. And it covered Martin Luther, it covered Jung, Charles Darwin. It was a really well-written article about excretion, about history, and tongue-in-cheek humor. I'm not sure if it was meant to be, but it gave me a bit of humor, and it was enlightening. So today, this offering is really thanks to the Anahata code that I intuited for us prior to creating the video. And that code was the one for excretion, as you might have guessed. And the information that I've shared here is all about that code and about what the code will do for you. And to align with the code, really all you need to do is say it now. I'll just align with what that code is here for me. And the code's coming up next, so you can either stop the recording or come back to it here. It'll be only 4 minutes or so you can just stay with it if you've got that time in your life right now. Stay with us for the activation. But before we get there, are you enjoying my offerings? Can you, if you do, then can you just take a little time to click the like key, subscribe if it feels good, and press that little bell if you'd like advice of when my videos are published. But apart from that, I'm sending you loads of love bubbles over the airwaves. The activation will come next, and I will talk to you there. I'll leave you with some music. Bye for now, beautiful being. Talk to you soon. I love you. Hello, beautiful being. It's Linda here. And we're here with the Anahata code, intuited just for this moment in time. Today we are completing the activation for excretion, which I personally feel is more about clearing and decluttering. And when it came up, I just knew that was what it was going to help us with. And you can spend some time online if you want to find out more. I just typed in excretion and then the word spirituality and found a gold mine of choices to read. But if you're not into that, just let the activation wave over you and speak to your heart library, neutralizing and shining as you need. Have you had an Anahata code activation before? If not, it's really, really very simple. Most of it is the intention on your end to allow the Anahata code to activate in your heart library. So I'll walk you through it, and you can just sit back and treat this like a meditation. Have a drink of water if you haven't had one recently. Allow your body to be hydrated for this. It is inner work. It's good to be hydrated. So if you sit comfortably and just place your right hand over your heart chakra. And put your left hand in the air. Rest your elbow if that's more comfortable. Palm up. Put your palm up as if somebody was going to put something in it. Just relax and breathe naturally. Your intention in your heart is to allow this activation to come through me to you. We ask for, align with, and allow this beautiful Anahata code. With gratitude and love, we activate the assisting frequency of the bodily function of excretion. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. 56429 130809 1426. Now place your left hand over your right hand on your heart chakra. Take a deep breath in and push it out. Empty your lungs. Take another deep breath in. And on this out breath, say out loud, it is done. It is so. And just allow the activation to permeate your cells, to enter your heart library, and to be with you, personally with you. I'm going to leave you here with the music. Sending you love. Bye for now.